As a beginner, we are going to start After Effects from very absolute beginning. In this video, we will discuss the basic front layout of After Effects. It is a very crucial and easy way to start After Effects. So let's get started to disrupt the visual world. Stay tuned.
When we open our After Effects, it may take some time. Its opening speed depends upon the capability of your system. When our After Effects become opened, this type of pop-up comes in front of us. It gives an option of new project or to open previous project. But here we are going to practice over a new project. So we click over new project. This is the basic first front layout of After Effects. It is a very interesting and eye-catching layout. In this video, we will keep things very simple and basic. We will discuss about only panel names, which is very crucial and easy way to learn After Effects from very basic. But first of all, we discuss about the most common problem which is being faced by new beginners. They don't know how to set the basic front layout of After Effects. There are different options to set the basic front layout of After Effects. So first of all, we discuss about that basic and crucial problem. To solve this issue, we go over control bar. There is an option of window. We make left click over it. There are plenty of options, but at the top of all options, workspace is located. There are many different options in front of workspace, which are basically control effects to set our front layout. We can set our front layout as a default, motion tracking, paint, standard, text, or reset standard to save layout. Here we are going to set our front layout as a reset standard to save layout. We can also set our first front layout as a standard. We go over control bar, we left click over Windows, workspace, and then we set our first layout, for example, as a default. It is the front layout at default. In this video, we will discuss about the names of project panel, composition panel, timeline panel, control bar panel, and toolbar panel. First of all, we discuss about the project panel. What is the project panel and where it is located? As blue line highlighting it, what is the purpose of project panel? We discuss about in very simple details. When we import our files, then we place our files into this project panel. For example, we want to import a file, then we import that file into two ways. We can import files by going over File, Import File. We can import file as a single, or we can import multiple files by clicking left with Shift. These are two clips we have imported, and these files are placed into project panel. We can also create folders to place these files into sequence or in an order. This is the basic purpose of project panel. Now we discuss about timeline panel. What is timeline panel and where it is located? Timeline panel is located at the bottom of front layout, as blue line highlighting it. This is the area of timeline. We can create layers, we can impose effects over that layers, or we can drag files, layers from project panel. Like here we are dragging a clip from project panel. Or we can create a layer into this timeline panel. Like here we are going to create a text file, a text layer. For this purpose, we make right click into this timeline panel. There is an option of new. There are different options in front of new. Here we are going to create a text layer. There are plenty of other options, toolbars, icons, pop-ups, which have different purposes, but here we are discussing only panel names and their basic purpose. All of things we will cover in some upcoming classes, so stay cool and calm, but keep up your practice at every step. Without practice, you cannot master over anything. There is another helpful tool called time indicator or playhead. It tells us where we are. This is called composition panel, as blue line highlighting it. It works as a screen. You can call it this screen panel. We can see what is going on in our composition or what is going on in our timeline. For example, we hide our text layer, then it tells us our text layer has been gone. At the top of front layout, the control panel is located. It includes file, edit, composition, layer, effect, animation, view, window, help. All of these options are included in effect panel. For example, we want to distort our text layer. Then we select our layer, we go over control bar, then we make left click over effect. There are plenty of distort options. We want to liquefy our text layer. Then we click over liquefier effect. You can see how it is powerful. At the bottom of this control bar panel, the toolbar panel is placed just below of control bar panel. It includes helpful tools called selection tool, hand tool, zoom tool, rotation tool, camera tool, shape layer tool, pen tool, text tool, roto brush tool, and puppet position pin tool. These are all of very helpful tools in After Effects. You will learn about the power of these tools in some upcoming classes. The panel at the just right side of front layout of After Effects is also called Effects Preset Panel, or we can call it Alignment Panel, or we can call it Tracker Panel, because we can also impose effects from this panel, or we can align our layers, or we can track the motion of our footage. These are all options are present in this panel. The main name become of this panel is another effects panel. To set the default layout of After Effects, we go over Window, Workspace, then we click over Default. This is the default layout of After Effects. Now see over the just right side of After Effects layout. There are options of Audio, Preview, Effects, Align, Libraries, Character, Paragraph, Tracker, Content Aware Fill tool. We can also impose effects by searching from the search bar of effects and preset. For example, once again we want to impose liquefier tool, then we can also search liquefier tool by typing liquefy in this search bar. It is the shortest way to impose effects. As just below of effects and preset, there is an option of alignment. We can align our layers according to our choice. For example, we want to align our layer at the just left side of our composition. Now our layer has been aligned at the just right side of composition. There is an also option of character. We can work over characters. I mean, we can change font size, font style, but keep remember your text layer should be selected. We can increase the size of our text layer, or we can increase the spacing between letters. We can also work over font style, As just below of character, there is an option of paragraph. If you are working with paragraph, then you can align your paragraph, or you can increase the spacing between words, letters, lines, etc. As just below of paragraph, there are two options called tracker and content aware fill tool. We have made two detailed classes on these two powerful effects. You can also watch that two classes to become the master of motion tracking VFX. That two classes are basics of motion tracking and removal techniques. In next video, we will practice over the creation of layers, and we can also practice over the creation of animation.